Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cafe Enchante, and we are just continuing. We're still in Chapter 2 of the main route, so we're gonna be here forever! Forever. So anyway, we were just eating together, pissed off at Kaoru for bringing fucking food. How dare you! Anyway, we didn't have a great place to stop, and this wasn't the best place, but this game doesn't have a lot of great places to stop. Just like that, I placed all my attention on making Ignis some food. I found myself surprised at how swiftly he gobbled up all the food, considering how much of it I made. He never told me directly if it was good or not, although he ate every bit. His plate was clean. I felt that was his most honest feedback. Okay, we could have stopped there. But, like, we were, like, 7 minutes over, and it was like, I don't know if it's going to end and how long it would be, so, anyway. It already took everything I had just to get used to Enchante's oddities. I spent my first day on duty devoting myself to trying to understand everyone's quirks. I was able to find out more about Il, and was able to get on good terms with Ignis. I was able to sleep, relieved, feeling it was a great start to this new life. Spacey, what will you be working on today? It was the next morning. Il asks his question somewhat happily as I make my way down the stairs to the cafe. For today, I'm gonna hold off on preparing for the cafe opening and focus on buying some groceries. I checked the fridge and realized we're out of a lot of things. We seem to have consumed much of it during yesterday's lunch and dinner. I nod in agreement. However, that's where we have an issue. I think going to purchase groceries is fine, but do you feel comfortable doing that? You're still new here. I don't presume you know where all of the shops are, right? Although I don't know the area too well, I'm sure I can make my way using map apps. It would actually be very helpful if someone were to come with me, just in case. All of their eyes darted around the room. Are any of you free? Well, it's my job to clean the storehouse, so I can't. I have also been asked to program software for our ledger, so it's difficult for me. I was asked by who? Who asked you? You would have just gone lost anyway. She would have been doomed asking you. What about you, miser? I really would like to go, but we're expecting a call this morning from the coffee roaster Solon knew quite well. Did we give them all jobs? Because they're taking on jobs, and I appreciate it. Roast merchant, a merchant who specializes in roasting raw coffee beans, sometimes simply called a roaster. I know the most about coffee on anyone here, so I can't leave it to you. Well, you should just call Rindo. Wait, why don't we just call him over and have him pick up the groceries on the way here? The man isn't a delivery service. Besides, he did mention that he'd be rather busy today. I'm not sure I'll have the time to come by. So I guess I'm going alone. Candace is like, I can go. You know what? Maybe not. You're too noticeable. The only one left is... Everyone's eyes shot to the same location, the most noticeable person. Then I shall accompany you. You may leave the heavy lifting to me. Banging his chest, Canis proudly volunteers his services. Eager and ready to go, he was already putting on his helmet to greet the outside world. Look, and he's green. He's overjoyed. You're like, I don't want to crush his spirit. He might kill me. Her face is like, fuck. I was grateful for this gesture of his. Love the pan up, like, dun 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 dun. Oh, wait, what? I wish they'd started from, like, the bottom, like his actual feet, like, dun dun dun, pan up, and you're like, oh, hey, like, nice, like, oh, hey, nice. Oh, whoa, what's with the helmet? So awkward. What troubles you? I feel like there's going to be some sort of trouble in every sense of the word. Someone's definitely calling the cops on us. Oh, right, Miser, can you cast a spell? One that could block someone's perception towards Canis? Well, I can, but it would take a while to cast, and it's high-level magic. And if I fail, the subject's organs can explode. If this is okay, I can try it if you want. That's terrifying! Oh, please. It's high-level magic and he could explode if I do it. You just are trying to make my life hell because I know you could fucking do it in an instant. You've been around for 10 times longer than the fucking 1,000-year-old angel over here. Fuck you, you know how to do this by now. You're experienced. Miser's magic is quite difficult. It becomes more dangerous when casting it on someone else or over an area. So that's why you only use it on yourself and Enchante. What about you, Il? Unfortunately, I have never tried confusing someone's awareness without Miser. The chances of his failure were the same as Miser's, then. Spacey, is there no way I can convince you to use me? I mean, when you phrase it like that, holy shit, phrasing! Considering my clumsiness, the only way to be of use to you is with my strength. I am worried, but I feel conflicted turning away someone with such good intentions. After thinking it over, I make up my mind. Okay, I'll take you up on your offer. Yes! You can count on me. I vow to protect you from whatever perils seek to obstruct our path. See, Green is happy. I hope he knows this is less of an adventure and more of a trip to the grocery store. Are we gonna be okay? Now, sweat it, Spacey. If we didn't think it was safe enough, we would have already canned his offer. Indeed. Although he doesn't employ sorcery, Canis has his way of dealing with things. God, Miser's so gorgeous. Look at those fucking eyes. Just everything about him is goddamn beautiful. How the fuck did you manage that? How did you make him so fucking pretty? You could literally put boobs on him and put him in a game for boy and they'd be like, she's hot. No one would know. That's how fucking pretty he is. Huh? Really? What do you mean by that? I'll leave that as a surprise for you. I'm sure you'll notice as soon as you leave. His winking. Your sexy winking at me doesn't help. I see. This surprise just might cause me more confusion, depending on what it even is. For now, trusting what they had to say, I get ready to go out with Canis. So I think you'll be okay. We'll come back right away if anything happens. You have your phone, right? Yeah, I've got it. Ignis, your words resemble those of a human mother. It's just his own way of expressing love. Shut up! Get off my case! Everyone gets along so nicely. We'll hold down the fort, as it were. Enjoy your stroll around town while you take care of the groceries. Alright, okay, Canis, ready to go? Yes. He's our good, faithful dog manservant. Doesn't understand that he looks like a weirdo. Wow, there's even a special shop for salt. We walk about, peeking into shops on our way. I'm sure any locals would be able to tell how new it all was to me if they saw my face. Around the train station, it was like a city. That's what the whole area felt like to me. And it was full of personality. It stood out, full of specialty food and spice shops. There's so much to choose from here. It's just perfect for running a cafe. Indeed, someone often spoke of how greatly supplied the area is with different goods, and how much it helped his efforts. Oh, now that I think about it, should I not introduce myself to the shops around here, or mention that Enchante is reopening? I do not think it wise to do. Unlike other shops, Enchante has never sought to receive great recognition. In fact, it may just plant seeds of discord by unnecessarily inviting people to a place inhabited by non-humans. Great point. I should take care not to go around I should take care to not go advertising around town like other people might be inclined to do. Anyway, we just need to collect enough supplies to whip up a few meals for everyone, and maybe a little extra just in case. Yes, that would be fine. Soan did not go to the market every day, after all. I'm thankful Canis responds so quickly with such helpful advice. Still, it seems strange. What, the headless dude? I mean, yeah. No, I could not say stranger things have happened. They absolutely have not. There hasn't been any sort of trouble since Canis and I left Enchante. We've been walking around these areas that are fairly crowded. At the most, people who pass us would look curiously at Canis from time to time, but none of them stirred up any commotion. In fact... Oh my god. Oh my! It's been a while, Mr. Helmet! I was beginning to get worried that I hadn't seen you for a while! It has indeed been a while, madam. However, my name is not Helmet. it's Canis. Various circumstances have kept me away. Has anything interesting happened with you? Well, if I were to say something, lately a bunch of crows have been gathering by the garbage bins nearby. That simply will not do. I see. I will chase them away at once. Oh my, really? Thank you, Mr. Helmet. Oh, you're as dependable as ever. She's like, what? They see him and they probably just think he's like a neighborhood weirdo. They're like, oh, he's the crazy guy that wears the fucking helmet. It's fine. He's a little special. He's a good guy, though. We just assumed he was ugly. Well, no, he just doesn't have a head, so. Hey, it's Helmet Boy! Who's your cute lady friend? My name is not Helmet, it is Canis, and this gentlewoman here is the granddaughter of Soan. I see, Soan's granddaughter. Oh, I see it. She definitely has his face. It's not really something you want to hear. You have your granddad's face. Not because, like, granddad was old, but because, like, I look like a dude? Oh, it's nice to meet you. I'm Spacey Awaki. You must have been a great help to Grandpa. Oh, not at all. We're the ones who he always helped out. The Helmet Boy and Ignis would always lend a hand carrying our things for us. I see. They just think he's a weirdo. They're just like, he's just a little strange. It's cool. Oh my, Mr. Helmet! You've gotten so small since I've seen you. Huh? My name is not Helmet, it is Canis. However, sir, that is not me. This is a woman. Have your eyes gotten worse again? I'm just teasing you, son. Just an old man's joke. Sound like an old lady, I'm sorry. Oh dear, Mr. Helmet is always so serious. You know you shouldn't tease him. Hey, how has Il been? Please give that child some of this ohagi. He is okay with Japanese sweets, right? I will gladly take it to him on your behalf. He does enjoy anything sweet, so I am certain he will eat this with glee. Oh, just splendid. Whenever I look at him, I just feel so happy, like someone has finally come to take me. Oh, God. Because he's an angel. She's like, oh, God has come to take me away. He's like, no, I'm not that kind of age. We got the old people following him in droves. Please just take me to the other side. I heard. It is a little concerning to consider that this is not just a joke, considering what ill is. It's a little concerning to consider that this is not just... Okay, I did read it right. I thought he would be a troublemaker, but it's exactly the opposite. Canis, are you popular among the townspeople? No, of course not. I just tend to normal business around here. I'm not sure so many people would be approaching us normally. Just then, I received a message via social media. And it's from Miser? How's it going? I think the Demon King's cheat powers are taking effect soon, I'm sure it'll affect you when you head out in the near future, so I'll fill you in. Although it's actually fairly simple. There's magic cast on the area surrounding Enchante that just barely affects people's awareness, small enough so no one notices. It doesn't alter people's minds completely, and though it does scramble perceptions a bit. As a result, Canis is accepted by everyone, making him less of a suspicious individual and more of an eccentric. Huh, I see. But people aren't targeted specifically. I guess this means things can work out even using Il or Miser's sketchy magic? I type in a gratuitous response to Miser and then put my phone away. Did someone reach out to you? Yeah, Miser was illuminating me to a few things about you. Because he knows what we're thinking! Because he's a mind reader! It's creepy! You cannot be, like... He's like, you like me. Shut up! Stop reading my brain! You're hot! I can't help it. Although it was still a mystery why everyone collectively referred to this man as Helmet. It seemed like everyone's impressions of him is just a man wearing a helmet. I mean, he's kinda. Sorry I was worried before we left, Canis. Now that I think about it, you've been with Grandpa for all these years. I really was worrying for nothing. No, there is no need for that. It is fair for you to have been nervous, considering our relationship is still new. It's really the fact that you don't have a head, but sure, the relationship is new. Great. Though that's not what I'm apologizing for. Okay. I give him a nervous smile back when...
Hey! It's
Helmety? Helmet-tea. Like,
Helmety!
I'm guessing is what she's calling it.
Helmet-chan! It's been forever! No way! Wholesome Helmety is a girl with him? Does she go to our school? I guess not. But she can't be much older than us, right?
Oh, hello. 3 cute high school girls approach us. At this point, I'm just surprised at how many friendships Candace has made, with or without the helpful magic of Miser. No, they see his body and they think he's hot, because he looks pretty stacked. I mean, like, he's got muscles. And he'd probably be beautiful just like everybody else. I mean, come on. Never mind that. I'm actually curious as to how he got to know these girls. She's like, wait a minute. My name is not Helmety or Helmet. It's Canis. What are you all doing out of school?
Helmety, you dummy! It's Saturday! It's our day off and we're just coming back from our club.
Is that so? It has been so busy lately, I suppose I lost track of what day it is.
But like, you got a girlfriend, Helmety? Seriously? Who'd have thought?
What? I mean, yeah, but not yet. As their gaze is all pointed to me, I let out a small yelp. Canis shakes his head side to side, not expecting such a question. That's embarrassment. But also, some of the flames look like flower petals. That's pink. That's like, oh no, I'm just embarrassed and in love. No, we most definitely are not. Understand? That's right. Well, how do I put it? The owner.
The owner? Oh, is this something you guys do?
No, you misunderstand her. She is the new owner of a cafe I frequent.
What? A cafe owner at that age? Crazy. Seriously, we haven't even decided what we want to do after school.
Right? She possesses decisiveness and strong will. I hold her in high regard. Wait! I'm still new to this. It's nothing to compliment me so much about. Why is Canis being so nice? Because he's got the hots for you.
She's so embarrassed. Well, who cares if they're together or not, huh? Let's take a picture for the occasion. Hey, Mr. Grocer, take a picture of us. Here, use my phone.
You got it. The girls had called out to the kind vegetable grocer that greeted us earlier. As if used to this sort of thing, he agrees cheerfully and begins walking this way.
Come on, everyone get in. Helmety and...
Oh, I'm Spacey Iwaki.
Okay, got it. Okay, let's take one of you two first. Come on, get closer to Helmety.
Huh? Wait! Oh, we're getting a CG. Cute. Her face is so awkward! Also, they made it like super, like her chin is super small and pointy. But so cute. Caught in the pace of the high school girls, I'm pushed closer to Canis for the photo. My apologies, Spacey. These girls are a bit assertive. But look! He's all pink because he's all in love. That's so cute. I'm sure they would not let us go until they have had their fill of us. Please try to endure it. I see. I guess this is just how they are.
Helmety, you're too big. You guys don't fit in the picture together. Like, you're way too far away, Helmety. Put your arm around her and get closer.
What?
Yeah, and put your hands like this. You gotta make a heart together with them.
What in the world is this? It's our first love photo. We're not even in love with him yet. This feels so embarrassing. Look, she's all embarrassed and awkward, and he is like glowing pink, literally like, oh, I love this. It's so cute. This is so fucking hilarious. It's adorably awkward. Oh, but like you can actually see like the girl's arm in the background like pushing him. I actually like the way they did this. You know what I mean? Like you've got the girl, like we're the girl holding the phone, but you can still see the people sticking out the side of in the background. They eagerly pushed me closer, my body inching closer toward Canis. Oh yeah, you can see the other girl's hands over there on the right and the bottom. They're very blurry behind the box, but... Hey, girls, no need to push us like this. This is a burden on her as well.
What? You're really concerned about that? Wow, you really are a gentleman. Okay, here we go. Smile. Come on, Helmety. Big smile.
He doesn't have a mouth. I smile as a reflex as she calls out to us. That's not a smile. That's a... awkward, scary grimace. And afterward, we continued our photo shoot with the high school girls.
Okay, I'll send the pics we took to everyone.
Oh, I got it. Thank you very much. How did she have her phone number?
That was so fun. And come on, you're practically our age. No need to be such a stiff, okay? We have each other's contact info, so let's hang out sometime.
Oh, sure. I just realized this was the first time I made friends in this town with other girls. I was a little lost, just going with the flow of things, but it made me really happy.
Okay, see ya. Helmety, be nice to your girlfriend.
She's not my... They left. They're a pretty energetic bunch, huh? Your typical group of young girls. Wait, speaking of young girls, do you think that picture will be okay? I hope they don't post it on social media or anything. Let us pray they do not. But Il did mention it would not be a problem for any images of me to be uploaded. Oh, because of more magic stuff? Oh. No, because it seems like people wearing helmets in videos these days are unable to procure that many views. Oh, yeah, there's so many people out there uploading all sorts of videos these days. Candace quietly nods, looking in the direction the girls ran, crossing his arms. Because, like, they upload it, they'd be like, who's this weird dude wearing the knight's helmet? Whatever. Still, seeing them made me feel, once more, just how assertive young people are these days. Is it that they're assertive, or is it just the fact that you're easy to get along with? I know their perceptions were altered, but it's wild Canis was so close to people. I was sure that the ones passing by, calling out to Canis, were doing it of their own free will, because of his character alone. Can't we just, stare at the crotch for a minute before we pan up? What the hell? I look over Canis once again. He does indeed look peculiar, but after getting to know him, you just know that he's a very polite individual. He goes out of his way to help people. I can understand why everyone likes him. Maybe we don't need Miser's magic after all, huh? What was that? Nothing. Come on, let's keep shopping, okay? Right, let us do so. As we went, there was no end to the people who called out to Canis. We took our sweet time because we had to, but finished shopping and returned to Enchante. He's actually kind of adorable for a man with no fucking head. I mean, I think they had to do that. You had to make him extremely likable and charming, like the Prince Charming character, but he's still slightly awkward because he is I am very formal and I am a knight and I am talking like this and what is going on? I do not understand why they are trying to shove us together. You're a little bit of a robot because, you don't have a head, so it makes sense. Literally, when your head falls off, you keep going, so that's kind of like a thing like a robot would do. But, you had to make him so charming to be able to get people to fall in love with a man with no fucking head. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise you'd be yeah, okay, sure, but... Yet another week later, I started to finally get a grasp of all the quirks of the regulars who lived in Enchante. That was good. It's nice to go out to eat sometimes. Wouldn't our cute shopkeeper agree? Yes? For some reason, I found myself eating out with Mr. Rindo near the train station. Oh, we're on a date with Hot Daddy. Yes. Oh god, this place is too fancy for me. I'm currently feeling a little guilty for eating such an expensive dinner, but he was rather relentless in his offer. Also, in the high school girls being, you're not that far apart from us. I really hope I'm in my at least 20s, because otherwise, us being 18 and Rindo being 42 is a little fucking bit of that's too much of an age difference. I'm sorry. I cannot imagine wanting to date someone 18. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. And it's not cute that older men, no, that's a little creepy. Look, I'm sorry. It's just a little awkward. It's not as bad for me. I don't mind his age because, again, he's closer to my age than he is to hers. So for me, the age difference is nothing. But when we're her, it's I know we're going to be a cafe owner, but all these girls be oh my god, you're totally just 2 days out of high school. It's oh my god, we just turned 18 and he's trying to pick us up. Dude, your daughter's probably, oh my god, your daughter was one of the schoolgirls, wasn't it? Oh, Jesus. She's probably a little kid, but still. Now that I think about it, I haven't had many chances to talk to Mr. Rindo the way I have with the other regulars. It's just because she called him a DILF. Maybe it's just because of his age. I'm just saying. There is a character in the things with his last name. Maybe it's his ex-wife. I don't know. I'm just saying. It worries me. The dinner began awkwardly, I must admit, because I didn't know what to talk about. Yeah, what does like a 20-year-old have to talk about with a 42-year-old? Not much. All right then. Let's go for our last round. Mr. Rindo seemed unfazed, however, as he opened the door to his car in the lot. Do we get to see his sexy car? I want to see the sex on wheels, baby. Here, give me your hand. Don't worry, I don't bite. I mean, you might like that. I mean, you just don't know. You haven't asked. I had no concerns that you did. It's okay. I took his hand and got in the passenger seat. The reason I was even in this predicament can be blamed on no one other than myself. It all began in the morning of the same day. What do I do? This to-do list isn't getting any smaller. Actually, doesn't it seem like it's getting longer as I cross more things off of it? I was having a staring contest with all the notes, books, and documents I had laid out on the table. Also, I still need to learn how to pour coffee before the week's over. Ugh. Maybe if I cut back on some sleep, I'll be able to fit that in? Morning, everyone.
Oh, hello, Rindo.
Hi, Il. It's not every day that I see you playing games out here. And, strange that Miser isn't at the counter considering what time it is.
Canis and Ignis have yet to arrive. With no one to complain about it, I'm spending my time here. As for Miser, that is true. Where is he?
I see. If I don't have to deal with those loudmouths is my lucky day. It can be nice and quiet when all of you are gone.
Rindo, do I count as being one of those people you speak of? I'm always playing games quietly, and I have no recollection of being interested in you, or having any desire to speak with you.
Il, it's inhuman how harsh you can be.
Indeed, I am not human.
Well, yeah, you are a fallen angel after all. Hey, I couldn't help but notice, but is the tiny one over there, who isn't reacting to any of this, still alive? Hey, Spacey, can you hear me? I see the shape of someone right in front of me, waving their hands back and forth. Suddenly aware of the voice calling out to me and its owner, I stand up, flustered. I'm sorry, Mr. Rindo! Welcome! Whoa, that was surprising. I didn't mean for you to get up so quickly. And you don't have to be so formal with me. You've known me long enough, haven't you? Oh no, I can't do that. You're one of our guests, although we aren't officially reopened yet. Also, you're twice my age. I'm glad to hear you've been hard at work. I might be a little happier if you loosened up a bit, though. Hey, can I ask you something? You've got a lot of notes spread out on the table here. What are you working on? Huh? I'm reading up on coffee and looking all over the documents I need. As I tilt my head and answer him, Mr. Rindo deliberately furrows his brow. Okay, next question. Did you notice Il playing games over there? Huh? I turn around to see Il, who had a portable game console in hand. He waves at us. Hi, been here for 4 hours. I thought we had a conversation earlier. Did we? I thought I was talking to myself. Il, how long have you been here?
I've been here all morning. I called out to you too, Spacey.
It seems Il wasn't concerned about anything. But did that mean I ignored his greeting? That means you've been here with that troubled look on your face before Il came down. Spacey, do you think you might be working too much? No, that's not... Really? Are you getting enough sleep? I am. You're a bad liar. It's quite incredible. Sighing, Mr. Rindo sits down in the seat right in front of me. Listen, Spacey, this cafe is the most important thing on your mind right now, and you're working hard. But if it starts affecting your health and something happens to you, well, nobody here wants that for you. Not Soan, not me, and definitely none of the guests. Mr. Rindo glances to the side, toward the room that contained the gate. As if on cue, the bell rang, signaling a guest arriving from another world. Hello, boyfriend! Oh, I see a bad man trying to woo our princess. It's time to get rid of him, perhaps? Oh, is it time to get rid of him, perhaps? Unfortunately, this bad man is the only one here who shares her values. Their greetings are filled with sarcasm. Miser decides not to reply to Mr. Rindo's comment and walks towards us. I mean, seriously? Kaoru is hot as fuck. The vest doesn't hurt. But, like, Miser is the most beautiful fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, so, in this game. Look, you know you gotta put him next... I mean, if you were standing there next to fucking, like, Van Helsing, it'd be way more fucking difficult to decide. But, like... I do love our hot dad. But no one can win over Miser. He's the most beautiful fucking thing. He's just goddamn gorgeous and I love him. I might hate him by the time his route's over, because I'm sort of not 100%... I don't 100% trust him. Like, I don't, but, like, I love him.
You're here alone with Rindo. It's unusual to talk with him like this. Did something happen?
Well, you see... Hey, Miser, do you know if the girl's been getting enough rest?
Rest.
Miser looked at Il, as if asking to ponder the question together with him. Understanding a signal, Il puts his finger to his chin, and after a short silence...
If you mean her sleep schedule, it seems she reserves a little bit of time to sleep. Perhaps 3 hours a day.
Oh god, that's like a nap, girl! What the fuck? That's not sleep. What? Wait! How do you know that, Il? The question I shouted around reflexively was unmovable proof of the situation. I love that. She's like, maybe I can cut back on sleep. You only sleep 3 hours a day, bitch? Oh my god! Holy crap. I could sleep like 10 to 12 hours and be perfectly fucking happy. Mr. Rindo shrugs in an excessive gesture and looks at Miser with concern. I thought as much. Demon King, how could this have happened with you, of all people, by her side?
Oh, right. Sorry. That was totally my bad. I'd forgotten about the human body's limits. Someone just ate and slept and did whatever, whenever he wanted, all the time.
That was a problem in and of itself, too. Anyway, now that I know you haven't been resting, I can't just leave you be. It's a new season. You really should start practicing better self-care. Take a day off. But...
I think that'd be a wise decision.
Enchante won't go under if you take off for one single day.
Go take a long nap.
After that, you should go outside and enjoy some fresh air.
With Rindo, of course.
Why is Miser pushing us on everybody else? It's kind of interesting. Like, he's like, you should go with them. You should go with them. You should talk to them. You should get... It's not even just to get to know them. It's like, you should go do that. It's like, are you trying to make me not love you? Or are you trying to make me prove that when we go down your route with your, like, pushing us on everybody, it's like, no, Miser, you're the only one for me. You really are the only one for me. You're gorgeous and I can't help it. Plus, like, whatever the fuck strappy shit you got going on under that cloak. It's just sexy as fuck. So much happening here. Like, what? Mr. Rindo's face looked just as surprised as I sounded. He was even pointing a finger at himself. Oh, that's an odd suggestion. Is that what you want, Demon King? To give your princess to me for a day?
Honestly, I don't love the idea. But in times like these, I believe humans do better if they stick together.
Like, you want to give me your princess? See, I just feel like we really are his true princess. I'm just saying, the game's kind of setting you up for this. Again, he's the canon route. Oh, but I couldn't impose. You must be busy, right, Mr. Rindo? No, I'm happy to accompany you. Oops. I hit the wrong button because I was adjusting my thing in my hand. Actually, it's a wish come true getting direct approval from these men to be able to go on a date with you. Watch it before I burn you alive, okay? Miser quickly returns to the matter at hand. I know you've been focused on this beginning to your new lifestyle, but for now, go have some fun, Spacey. If something were to happen to you, there'd be no end to our sorrow. Look at his glowing green eyes. I can't help it. He can't look at me like that. You cannot put this sprite in front of me without me just kind of like starting to drool a little. There was a hint of worry in Miser's smile. It was usually so carefree. Okay, I hear you. I nod silently. So that was how I came to take a break, with Mr. Rindo, to wherever he'd take me. You know what's interesting about this? This is like... Wait a minute. Why is he driving on the, like, correct side of the car? Okay, well, correct side for American. Like, normally you'd be looking the other way. This is weird. Do they realize that? Did you get an import vehicle? Maybe. We've been driving for 30 minutes in a sports car with me not knowing where we were headed. While still focused on driving us safely, he began to speak to me. Because, I mean, I'm assuming we're in fucking Japan, so, like, he should not be driving on the left side. Like, that's not normal. It's normal for the US and, like, Canada, because they got stuck following our asses. Like, it's normal for North America, but everybody else is like, bitch, we drive on the other side. Like, so, well, I'm surprised you're getting along with the non-human, Spacey. Just like so on. Huh? You think so? Yeah. So much that it made me think it's in your blood somehow. It'd be pretty crazy for a normal person. Just getting used to it is tough. Slowly turning the wheel right, he gives a solemn smile. Know what I mean? Right before we left, they were so worried about you. Ignis and Canis came by just to see you off. This is more about everybody else than our date here. Oh, Canis looks angry. You know, Spacey, the dumbass Rindo tries anything, just kick him in the nuts. Good boy, I like that. Yes, while he is stunned, stab his throat. Canis is pissed. He does not like this. He is red. That was not the pink, flirty heart ones, you could tell, because those ones looked like there was flower petals popping out of them. And that was, like, all jabby. Getting to know his moods. Remembering their crass advice, my eyes looked to Mr. Rindo's throat. Scratch my cheek and smile, trying to hide my stare. Yeah, that's true. I'm happy they care about me, regardless of what that actually looks like. Although when it comes to ill, I still can't understand what he's thinking at times. He's always the one people worry over rather than the one doing the worrying. Miser gave his warning too, right? Huh? He said he'd turn me into garbage if I touched you for over 5 seconds, Spacey. The Demon King is so overprotective. I'm sure Mr. Rindo had to have plenty of courage, too, to snap back at him in the way that he did. It makes me happy that Mr. Rindo noticed my relationship with everyone was beginning to change. We were becoming closer. Ever since I'd arrived, it's been hectic day after day, but part of me really enjoys it. I could feel that Enchante was starting to become a sweet place of belonging, the one I've dreamt about for so long. But this is to say, that really means I have to hold on to this. I can't overwork myself. I've taken you out to lots of places other than to dinner. Are you feeling tired? I'm doing okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Rindo. Where the fuck have we gone? We went bowling, and to the movies, and dinner, and to dancing, and now we're going to a bar. It's been You wanted me to sleep! What the fuck? I feel like my fatigue is gone. More importantly, I feel at ease. I'm realizing how overworked I was. That's good. I was thinking that maybe it's time to head back, but do you mind staying out a while longer? Of course I don't mind. With my consent, Mr. Rindo smiles happily. Since we're out here, let's finish off our little drive with something nice. Let's drive around the Shuto Expressway? Oh my god, the CG. Holy shit. Hi, pretty. What the fuck? Along with several other vehicles, the sports car we were driving in proceeded onto the highway in the cool of night. The scenery of the city at night off in the distance was a spectacular show of lights. A hot man driving a sexy car. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm okay with this. And now that I think of it, this is the first time we've been able to sit down and chat like this. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it. Well, considering how we met, I suppose that couldn't be helped. And now that I have a chance, can I ask you a few things? Sure, I'll answer the best I can. Thanks. Let's see. So what kind of hobbies do you have? Oh my god, you're totally hitting on me. I'm like half your age. Oh, I really like to read and cook. Oh, and listening to music by my favorite artists. Can't forget that. Those are definitely good things. Do you have a favorite food? That would be cheesecake. Girl, yes! Whenever I find a shop with good reviews, I sometimes just go buy a whole one. And that's why I'm 8,000 pounds. I just got diabetes thinking about it. Not gonna lie, I have a tub of, the cheesecake frickin', no bake cheesecake filling. Just eat that shit right out of the tub. Like, okay, whatever. Look, I just like cheesecake, and I was like, fuck it. It's not real cheesecake. It's not bad. It's not as good as, like, real fucking cheesecake. But you're like, I'm gonna buy a whole fucking real cheesecake. Where the fuck am I put? Just get the tub of it. It's fine. Who could blame you? I like that they aren't too sweet, but then I go and buy too much. Okay? So, what things don't you like? I can't think of a food I wouldn't eat. Other than foods, things that I don't like, maybe bugs? Wow, that's just like so on. Were you dating my grandpa? Whenever that guy would see roaches, he'd always scream at Miser to destroy them, even if the cafe gets caught in the fire. Well, if that happened, I wouldn't have been able to take over the cafe. Or, I suppose it wouldn't exist in the first place, huh? I can relate to that feeling, though. I mean, seriously? Me horrified, looking around my apartment for cockroaches, now we keep talking about them. Afterwards, we talk about my hometown, where I graduated, where I worked, all of that. I answered Mr. Rindo's detailed questions as best I could. What about you? All those things. Interesting. Though, to be honest, I actually already knew about most of that. Huh? What do you mean? My voice yelped at Mr. Rindo's nonchalant way of saying something so outrageous. You know about the GPM, right? Where I work, and what department it reports to? Yes? It was the information department, right? Don't look at me like that, you shady son of a bitch. Right. The department's main role is to gather intelligence, or at least that's the interesting way of phrasing it. We collect detailed information on non-humans and the people involved with them. Really? Oh. So, that means you know all of my personal information? Okay. You're like twice my age, and now you know all my we're sliding into creepy territory. You're still gorgeous, but like, I guess it helps that you're hot, because this is getting a little creepy and weird. I shrunk a bit, and Mr. Rindo, looking a bit nervous now, corrects himself. Oh, no. I won't use it for anything bad, okay? The way I worded it just now was... It was just because I wanted to be sure you understood the position I'm in. You've shared a lot with me, and I thought it best to be equal with you and about myself. Equal? Mr. Rindo nods. As fellow human beings. And also, honestly, I don't want to feel like I'm stepping on eggshells around you. Also, my work is so specialized that I can't vent about it to most people. I thought it'd be nice to have someone to talk to. That's kind of adorable. This CG is here forever, and I'm okay with it. I figure you're in a similar predicament. Like myself, your position isn't exactly what others might deem as normal. You can always talk to me when you need to. Or that's what he was trying to communicate. Cute. It's hard to believe what I'm saying, huh? I didn't seem like I have a nice opinion of those guys when we first met, after all. Oh, I didn't seem. I understand where you're coming from. No, that's not true. That's not true. You were doing your job, Mr. Rindo. Well, still, that's basically how I feel. All those guys at Enchante are honestly such a dangerous bunch to hang around. Like, really? Because they seem pretty fucking squishy, all of them. I mean, Ignis seems a little dangerous if you pissed him off. You know, but like... Not like abusive, just hot-headed. I mean, he is a firewolf or whatever the fuck he is. Right. Miser seems the shadiest and probably the most dangerous. The other two are like... I think Ill would be fine as long as you don't take his Atome games from him, and Canis is just... He's a goddamn giant puppy dog. His cut and dry response made him seem even more honest. Well, the decision to trust me is yours. Don't force yourself to do so either. Still, there are those who'll be working around us, regardless of our intentions. Like an alliance. Insurance, you might say. What are you... Probably guessing as to what I was thinking, Mr. Rindo smiles awkwardly. Like those GPM subordinates in the past, that's a good example. Humans at this age can be just as troublesome as non-humans. He has a point. There may be times when I just won't be able to handle Miser and the others. I understand. I hope I can count on you if I need to. Since we have a moment, want to tell me a little more about yourself, Mr. Rindo? Of course. I'll answer anything you have to ask me. Alright then. His height and hobbies, what foods he likes and doesn't like, even things he wasn't good at. We chatted while enjoying the scenery at night. Just a better date than anyone that I've ever been on in my life. She's better at this. I had one last question before we head back. Alright, so, about your family, do you have any siblings, Mr. Rindo? A wife, maybe? We should have asked about the wife. Oh, Mr. Rindo? Huh? Oh, sorry. The car next to us was trying to get into our lane. Maybe it's a sister, then. Siblings. Yeah, I have a little sister. That's it. Oh, a little sister. That's so nice. I'm an only child, so I always dreamed of that. Do you get along well with her? Oh god, is she my age? Because that's fucking weird. Who knows? She's a bit of a cheeky kid, but I guess we got along well. Mr. Rindo's smile was soft and gentle. Okay, so maybe that's the other Rindo. Maybe he's not actually... Well, maybe it's just... Again, maybe he's just a daddy because he's, like, fucking old enough to be our daddy, is all I'm saying. I was just a little worried. Because, again, there is someone that's got the same last name. There's another character in here in the voice settings with the last name Rindo. He can't possibly have a wife because that would just be fucked up. And Otome Kitten just kept... She didn't mention it in her, like... info about him that he had a kid, but it was the wait a minute, fuck. She kept referring to him as Dilf, and it could just be because of his age. I'm just saying. He's like, I can't be a dad you'd like to fuck if I don't have kids, though. No, but I guess age-wise, most people assume, so. Mr. Rindo's smile was soft and gentle. He must really care about his sister. But, Mr. Rindo, you've been coming to Enchante every day, even on days off, when you're not on duty, right? Do you ever make time for your sister? Or to go back to your family? Like maybe your wife? He's like, what? I don't have a wife. I wouldn't be on a fucking date with you if I had a wife. And you're like, I mean, I don't know. You could just be a whore. I do want to visit, but I'm so busy that it's hard to find the time. You know, you're right. Next time I have a little more time off, I'll head back and visit everyone. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. As someone who's like, I mean, I didn't see my grandfather I barely saw him in 15 years, and now he's dead, and I'm running his cafe with a bunch of weirdos. I'm just saying. As I agree with him, the car had finished getting off the Shuto highway and drove back down the regular streets. I like that he's just like, we're just cruising around. Later on, it was 10 p.m. After Mr. Rindo dropped me off, I took a bath and got ready for bed. It felt a little early, but this was truly a healthy bedtime. This is a healthy bedtime. Again, this game is calling my ass out because I go to bed at like 2 on like fucking weekends. Sometimes earlier. But like, I go to bed at like 10 on weeknights because I gotta get up for work. But on weekends, or when I don't have to work the next day, bitch, woohoo! Party all night! I just need to make the most of my time to be awake and to be able to sleep in. Wow, what a luxury to be able to sleep before the day changes. Wait! If I accept this as a luxury, my sleep schedule will keep getting messed up. I feel it'll take a little more time to get used to living like this. I am glad I was able to get to learn about Mr. Rindo. I always felt like he was so mysterious. You have to think of staying up late as a luxury. Like, ooh, I get to stay up late, do an extra thing for funsies. Not like working. He's a few years ahead of me, too. A few years? A few? Like 20. I'm sure there are a lot of ways I'll be able to look to him for help. I like how she just says a few years. Like 20 years isn't a big deal. Like you're like someone who's like, again, old enough to be your fucking dad isn't a big deal. It's not like she's like 30. Like a 12-year age difference. You're like, all right. Like, the applications I submitted were accepted, granting all of the certifications I needed. After updating the equipment in the cafe, I could begin preparing for the grand reopening. Even if the place was just for non-humans, without normal guests ever stopping by, but for Enchante to come into its own as a legitimate, fully fledged cafe, there was an obstacle I had to overcome, no matter what. Yes, and that obstacle is... Ugh, that's awful! Really, what the hell is this? Really? Is it that... Oh, it's that bad? You should have tasted it before serving me. For a second there, I thought it was mud. Like actual sludgy dirt water. do that to you! There it was, festering in the cup Ignis had just laid to rest on the table. The dark brown liquid remained, cooling off in its ceramic vessel. The time was 3 in the afternoon. It was generally a time people would have snacks and take a break from their routine. I really thought I made a decent coffee this time around. Now that I'd gotten new equipment for the cafe, I'm getting feedback from the regulars as to better understand the art of the perfect cup of coffee, a staple item on Enchante's menu. The results continue to be disappointing.
I mean, I'm not a huge coffee guy and don't have the best handle for how many bean water should taste, but I can tell you this. You failed. This is so gross.
You don't have to rub it in. Hanging my head, I kept fielding feedback from everyone who was gathered around. First, Canis. I also do not possess the greatest knowledge surrounding this esteemed beverage. However, it is quite clear that this differs from what Lord Soan had often poured. Also, how do you taste it? You don't have a tongue. Like, it's one thing to be able, like, I can eat if I want to because the food goes into your stomach, just sucked into the neck portal there. But, like, you can't even taste it. You don't have taste buds in your throat, do you? Like, does he? I mean, he's weird. Like, how would you know? You're, like, the worst judge of this. Can't trust the headless guy. My apologies. I do not seek to compare your hand to his, but his brew had become my standard. No, don't worry. I really wanted to get everyone's honest opinion about it by having this tasting. Also, I feel like she really should be... Also, how do you even taste? Next, Mr. Rindo. Well, how should I put it? I mean, technically it's coffee. But at the same time, it isn't. The taste and scent really lack definition. I measured the temperatures and everything, just like the manual said. Maybe some more practice will help. Everyone has to start somewhere, you know. I try not to worry about it too much. Thanks. I'll get more acquainted with the process. And of course, Il. Like Canis, I'm not sure what the ideal attributes of a good coffee are, so I cannot confidently offer a critique. But compared to Soan's, the acidity of your beverage seems rather pronounced. It's too acidic, huh? After hearing Il's comment, I flipped through the manual littered with my notes. Common mistakes of beginner baristas. Overgrinding coffee beans can greatly alter flavor depending on the brewing method.
Well, there you go. You were so eager to brew the coffee, you must have ground them down too much.
I guess being a little too enthusiastic isn't always the best thing for you. Although most of them didn't say it explicitly, the overall consensus of my brew of coffee was that it wasn't great. I was aware that the path to the perfect cup was the long one, and I knew that I wasn't going to get it right from the beginning. All of a sudden, I'm starting to understand just how much goes into the cups of coffee I order from my favorite coffee shops. With the bitter taste of failure on my lips, I await the critique from one final person. Here's the thing. If you're going to a fancy coffee shop, if you're going to, like, fucking Starbucks, like, that shit, or you're like, I just drip, you know what I'm just saying? I guess it's different. Most places just, like, it's just grounds and I dump it in and it's a drip coffee, like, normal coffee pot making. Like, any fucking idiot can do that. Clearly she can't. But, I mean, she's doing specialty coffee, like, grinding the beans myself and doing all that shit, which, no, I could not do. Oh, he's so beautiful. This is the last moment he's going to be beautiful. He's going to hate us. Miser, eyes closed, sips with elegance. I better brace myself for something harsh. Get ready for it. Miser? Oh, I'm sorry. What were we talking about? My legs buckle as his underwhelming response lingers. I want to know what he thinks. You were the most excited for this. We're taste testing the coffee. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I was having a thought to myself. About what? Well, about the state of the demon world. The Demon King is having a bit of a rough time, with some troublesome leaders under him. I decided it was best not to pursue the matter further. Okay, well, let's get back to the point. What did you think of the coffee I made? How did it taste to you? Oh, that. Yeah, it tasted fine. Why? Huh?
You know, you don't have to be so careless.
Yeah, I'm asking for your opinion. You don't need to protect me. Just tell me what you think. What? Honestly, it tastes good. In fact, I'd like another. Can you make me another cup? Huh? Wait, really? It's that good? His unexpected affirmation of my brew caused me a healthy amount of confusion. He probably has no sense of taste. You're a really big coffee guy, huh, Miser? I thought you just did it with so-on, but you really just drink it all of the time. I do believe Miser drinks a fair amount more than he really should. Really? He drinks that much? Right, he's always buying coffee when he's out. He brings it here to drink. I've seen him making coffee himself before too, but he doesn't mind our swill. He's just like, I love all coffee, even if it's terrible. I love all coffee, even if it tastes like it's hot garbage. So what you're saying is, your coffee tastes like hot garbage, but I still like it. Even though we've only just met, I already associate Miser with coffee. But he smells like coffee. You're like, you smell like coffee. As everyone talks about their own tastes, Miser suddenly crosses his arms. He was looking at me for some reason. God, he's gorgeous. Yeah, I've been alive for a long time. I've tasted a lot of different things. But I think out of everything I've ever had, coffee is my favorite thing in the entire world. When he spoke, his face was goddamn breathtaking. I can't help it, the man is gorgeous. It looked so soft, so kind. Anyone could become enamored staring at a face like that. I'm really glad he's the last route because I want to save him for last. But at the same time, I absolutely want to do his route first because I just need to be with this man. I love him so much. None of the other characters are going to compare to you. Like, I love you so fucking much. You could literally lock me in a cage. If they take you away from me, if the game does any kind of, like, hurtful things in your route, I'm going to cry. I need you. Like, I love him so much. God, he's gorgeous. I wasn't sure if Miser's critique was sparing my feelings or if it was a real opinion. With the truth shrouded in mystery, my training would continue. A short time after, I left for more supplies. I think I got too many things. My hands got tired and I set the tote bag I'd been carrying down near the curb. It held ingredients for everyone's meals. I had coffee too, since I ran out of it after the taste test earlier. There was a lot. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to use so much, even if I needed the extra practice. I would have brought another tote bag if I knew this would happen. Complaining won't get me anywhere, I thought, and I was preparing to keep going when... I don't know who's saying, "Oh, there you are, Spacey. You should have told me that you were going to go shopping." Huh? Oh, that voice. I was being called by a very familiar voice. I turned around smiling and saw him. Candace or Miser? Oh my god, you're dressed normal. Oh my god. You are so gorgeous dressed normal, though you still have weird hair. But like, oh my god. Or maybe I should have invited you. She's like, you look so normal. He's so beautiful, even normal. You can't with that face. The face. You could do anything you wanted, that face. What? Oh, please don't pretend you don't know me. The Demon King would be so sad he might make a natural disaster. Like a flood, okay? I like it that he refers to himself in the third person. It's really weird. The Demon King would be upset. You mean you? Stop it, that's weird. The black robe, nowhere to be seen. He had no horns growing out of his head. He is always dressed like everybody else, like this is my normal appearance, and then they have their magic appearance, and he's always just been in his... He just had on regular clothes like any shop in town would sell. But that face and that calm voice were most definitely... Miser? Yep, you got it, Miser Rex. I have arrived to escort you, my princess. His elegant bow is a bit of an exaggeration. It's so funny because he's so skinny. He looks, you're like, you take up like a third of the amount of space without the giant robe thing going on. Like, he's so dainty. I love it. Satisfied with the surprised look on my face, he lifts his head up and... He laughs just like a child who'd executed a prank perfectly. It seemed that Miser came to get me while I was on my way back from my shopping. He lifts up my tote bag with ease. It was heavy. He walks with me, humming to himself. Oh my god, look at him. What, he's kind of just gazing off, slightly pouty. Oh, he's so pretty. I can't help it. I love him. He's gorgeous. My eyes are drawn to the side of his face. It's not a dream. This is really happening. You won't see any horns grow back no matter how much you stare, got it? That's not what I'm doing! Miser, why do you look like this? I've camouflaged myself as a human, as you can see. You can do that? Of course. I am a demon king, an expert in the art of deception. Well, couldn't you have gone out like that all this time without casting that magic from before? I just felt like changing my outfit today, although my body feels much lighter with those clothes I'm normally used to. In my opinion, the Demon King clothes seem much, much heavier, though. And also, the change in his nails and horns seem to be from magic, but his clothes look real. Pokes reach out and touches him. He's like, are you gonna keep touching me? I mean, well, no! You know, I like it. In fact, it seemed like they were things Grandpa might have bought for him in the past. It really has been a while. I remember going out shopping in this form with So-On, too. You went with Grandpa? Although it was mostly just us walking about, wherever the wind would take us. Or to be specific, to coffee shops or other places where people we knew worked. It all comes back to coffee again, huh? Miser, he really does love coffee. As for the people you went to see, were they acquaintances of Grandpa's? No, actually there were people that I knew. I'd go around by the station or shopping district and visit with other non-humans. Huh. Wait, did I just hear you casually use non-human in a sentence? Your reactions are priceless, Spacey. I never tire of seeing them. And that said, those of us you already know have blended in with the town just fine. You shouldn't be that surprised. Well, yeah, but I thought it was special in your case because of the gate in Enchante. Oh, there are still things to learn, And there are other ways to travel between this world and the others, aside from gates. Dozens of non-humans exist around here, coming to this human world to be part of it, using these other methods of travel. This is the first time I've heard of this. What other ways are there? There are a lot of details surrounding them, and it would take a while to explain. We should table that discussion for later. Right. I mean, I think it's worth talking about now. But hey, it's nothing to worry about. Come on, just take a minute to enjoy the new scenery I'm providing you with. We can talk about that boring stuff later. We can have a nice and easy chat for now. He's right. All things considered, it's probably not a good idea to be talking about it outside. Hey, what do you think of my clothes? Oh, yeah, they suit you nicely. I'm pretty surprised. He stood out in more ways than one. It seemed like Miser hadn't noticed the fact that he was getting looks from other women around us. 'Cause he's gorgeous! I mean, his hair is they're like, look at his weird spot, look at the hair that he did with the hair horns. But the man is gorgeous. Oh, really? I'm so glad. It pleases me to receive the seal of approval from a regular human being. And the others don't have a sense for fashion. They don't appreciate a good outfit's value, and their opinions are never very helpful. According to Miser, clothes are a problem in particular for non-humans here. If they aren't careful about keeping up with current fashion, they risk standing out even more than they already do. I mean, I guess. So, he says he does it to be safe. Nah, he just likes it. I like clothes and coffee. If you could love Otome games too, it'd be perfect. Huh. I could see how living for so long could be a bit of a nuisance at times. Hey, don't treat me like an old man. I'm still very much in my prime, okay? Saying things like that make you an old man. Alright, you're a sassy one, huh? Maybe I should treat you like a kid, the way someone my age should. Huh? Do you want a piggyback ride, little one? His eyes were serious. Actually, yes. I take it all back! The Master Demon King is very young! Yes, so long as you understand. That's a good girl. He pats my head with his open hand as if to tease me. Ugh, stop it! I'm not a little kid! We walked leisurely up the road to Enchante, teasing each other the whole way back. Perfect time to end it. Okay, I know it was over, but we were having a beautiful conversation with our sexy demon man, and So anyway, we're going to stop here and we'll continue. It's probably going to be 20 plus fucking parts just for this, just for the intro. So just for the main route, so. Whatever, we're having a grand old time, so. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.